You are about to waste $1,500 on a gun with a fancy logo when you could get the same performance for half that price. In 2026, paying that logo tax is not a sign of quality. It is a tactical mistake that drains your ammo budget. Today, we are cutting through the marketing hype to find the tools that actually work. I will show you 8 guns that make the premium brands look like a ripoff. Stay tuned for number 1, because that is the gun that changes the rules for the working man forever. Number 8, the Maverick 88. This is basically a budget Mossberg 500 built in the same factory with the same basic design and some parts even interchange. It is made with cost-cutting measures that bring the price way down. Why it destroys expensive brands? Because it does the job, period. Street prices run around $200 to $250. That is insane value for a reliable home defense shotgun. You have Mossberg's proven pump-action design, the same reliability law enforcement has trusted for decades, and you are paying a fraction of the cost. It uses a crossbolt safety instead of a tang safety, a fixed choke instead of an interchangeable choke, and a simpler finish. But here is what matters. When you rack the action and pull the trigger, it goes bang. Every time. Hidden downsides. The finish is basic. The action might not be as smooth out of the box, and upgrades can suck you into a money pit, so resist the urge. Buy it, do not bling it, train with it. The Maverick 88 is perfect for what it is, reliable, affordable home defense. Verdict, must have for function over flex. Before we get to number 7, let's talk about where we are in America, 2026. Inflation is not some TikTok buzzword anymore. It is real life. Everything feels more expensive. Groceries, rent, insurance, and yes, your shooting hobby too. And then there is the ammo situation. 9mm used to be the buy a case and you are good caliber. Now, a lot of us are watching per round prices like we are checking the stock market. Think about your last range trip. Remember when you could grab 2 boxes of brass-cased full metal jacket for $30 and not even think about it? In 2026, those days feel like a distant memory. Now you are looking at the shelf, calculating the cost per trigger pull, and realizing that every fancy feature on your gun just cost you a magazine's worth of practice. Even when there is no panic buying, ammo prices stay high because of production costs and shortages of primers and powder. So here is the bottom line. When ammo is expensive and life is expensive, the last thing you want to do is blow your money on logo tax. Being a patriot on a budget is not being cheap. It is being smart. It is being American. In this video, I am talking manufacturers' suggested retail price versus street price, because manufacturers' suggested retail price is fantasyland and street price is what you actually pay. My scoring system. Here's how I am judging these. Every gun gets rated on 5 things: out-of-box performance, reliability, reputation, ecosystem support, cost to ready, and use case fit. If it passes the tests, it is a must-have. If it fails where it counts, hard pass. Number 7, 1911s, classic, iconic American history, but usually overpriced. If you want a quality 1911, you are usually looking at $1,000 minimum. Kimber, Springfield, Colt, they all command premium prices. Why Tysus destroys expensive brands? You can get that 1911 vibe without your bank account having a heart attack. Tysus is a Turkish manufacturer that has been making 1911s for decades. Street prices are usually in the $400 to $600 range. Are they as refined as a $2,000 custom 1911? No. But do they work? Yeah, they work. I have seen guys put hundreds of rounds through them without a single malfunction. The 1911 platform is over 100 years old. The design is proven. Tysus is manufacturing a proven design at a price point that makes sense for working people. Hidden downsides. 1911s can need more maintenance than polymer striker guns. They can be pickier. Magazine and ammo sensitivity can be a thing. And with a 1911, you are getting 8 rounds of 45 ACP. That is stopping power, but limited capacity compared to modern guns holding 15 to 17 rounds. Verdict, must have for 1911 fans on a budget. Hard pass if you want zero fuss polymer simplicity. Before we get to number 6, let's talk about something nobody mentions. Premium is not just expensive at the register, sometimes you keep paying. Proprietary magazines that cost $60 each instead of $20. Proprietary optic plates, rare parts that take weeks to get. I know a guy who bought a premium pistol and found out the magazines were $55 each. He wanted 6 magazines total. That is $330 just in magazines. Meanwhile, his buddy bought a Glock. Factory Glock magazines, $25 each, half the price. So ask yourself, are you paying for performance or a lifestyle subscription? Some premium guns are genuinely better, but some are just premium marketing. In 2026, premium by default is dumb for most people. Number 6. Canik Mete Series. Canik is the spec bully of value guns. Turkish-made pistols loaded with features. They are optics ready with good triggers, nice sights, and multiple magazines. Street prices are usually in the $400 to $600 range. Out of the box, most Mete models come with an optics-ready slide and multiple mounting plates. That alone saves you $100 or more. They include fiber optic or tritium sights, a decent trigger with a clean break, 4 backstraps, and 2 or 3 magazines. Other companies charge extra for all that. Canik includes its standard. Hidden downsides. The lineup is huge, so it is easy to accidentally overpay. There is a hype tax on new models. Wait a few months and prices usually drop. Do not get distracted by the spec sheet. Make sure the gun actually fits your hand. Verdict: a must-have if you shop smart. A hard pass if the street price creeps into premium territory. Number 5. The CZ P10C. This has long been a why is this not more expensive pick for years. CZ is a Czech company that has made firearms since the 1930s. The P10C is their modern striker-fired compact. Street prices usually run $500 to $700. What makes it special? First, the trigger. Most striker triggers are mushy, vague, or gritty. The P10C trigger is clean, with a short reset and a nice break. Second, the ergonomics. The grip angle is right and the texture works. It just fits in your hand and points naturally. Third, the build quality. This is not a plastic gun that feels cheap. It feels substantial. I know guys who sold their Glocks to buy P10Cs, not because Glock is bad, but because the P10C did everything they needed for less money. Hidden downsides. Regional pricing can swing, so shop around. The aftermarket is good, but it is not always number 1. Verdict: a must-have if you want quality without logo tax. Warning: the upgrade money pit. Quick warning before number 4. Here is a rule I learned from Harbor Freight Tools. A cheap tool is great until you try turning it into Snap-on. Same with guns. A guy buys a $400 gun to save money, then drops $800 customizing it. Now you are at $1,200 in total. Half those upgrades do not even make you shoot better. They make your gun look cooler on Instagram. In 2026, with ammo prices where they are, that money pit is a direct attack on your training budget. Buy the gun, shoot the gun, get good with the gun. Then maybe think about upgrades. Number 4. The Masada. IWI, Israel Weapon Industries, makes serious military hardware like the Tavor, the Galil, and the Desert Eagle. The Masada is their striker-fired entry. Street prices usually land in the $400 to $500 range. The Masada was designed with military and law enforcement input, steel slide rails, metal trigger housing, aggressive texturing, low-bore axis. IWI supplies the Israeli Defense Forces. They cannot afford to put out garbage. The trigger is better than most striker triggers in this price range. Clean break, short reset, the ergonomics fit different hand sizes well. Hidden downsides, trigger feel is personal. Availability varies by state and by store. Aftermarket support is not as huge as Glock's, though it is growing. Verdict: a must-have for practical buyers. Number 3. Beretta APX A1. No hype, all business. Beretta has been making firearms for 500 years. The M9 served the US military for decades, but the APX does not get the love it deserves because it is not sexy. It is just solid and reliable. Street prices run $400 to $600 for a gun literally designed to military specs. The APX was Beretta's entry in the US Army Modular Handgun System competition. They did not win, but that does not mean the gun is bad. Modular design with serialized chassis, low-bore axis, aggressive texturing, good sights, Beretta reliability. I know cops who carry these, guys who have put thousands of rounds through them. They just work. Hidden downsides, less cool factor, who cares? Smaller ecosystem, lower resale value, but you are buying a tool, not an investment. Verdict: a must-have for the working man who just needs it to work. Number 2, the Ruger American Ranch. The working man's rifle. Why? Because freedom shouldn't have a luxury price tag. Why it destroys expensive brands? It exposes the biggest lie, that you need a $2,000 rifle to be effective. Street prices are in the $500 to $700 range, and it's accurate. Minute of angle or better in many cases. At 100 yards, shots group within 1 inch. There are rifles costing 3-4 times as much that don't shoot better. You're paying for nicer wood, fancier machining, but the actual accuracy is the same. It comes in useful calibers, .223 and 5.56 300 blackout, 7.62 by 39, and 6.5 Grendel. Short 16-inch barrel, threaded for brake or suppressor. Uses AR magazines in some calibers. Adjustable stock. Decent trigger. And the real power move? If you don't spend $2,000 on the rifle, you've got money left for ammo and training. That's literally the difference between I shoot sometimes and I train consistently. Think about it. Guy A spent $2,000 on a rifle and $200 for ammo. He shoots twice a year. Guy B spent $600 on a Ruger and $1,500 for ammo. He shoots monthly, runs drills, practices in different conditions. Who is more effective? Guy B every time. Training makes you good and you can't train without ammo. Hidden downsides, not boutique luxury, plastic stock, utilitarian finish, but it won't rust and it won't break. Verdict: must have. Patriot on a budget approved. The Ruger American Ranch isn't just a rifle, it's a lesson in what it truly means to be a prepared citizen in 2026. It proves that when you stop paying for a brand's marketing department, you can finally afford to become a master of your craft. But as good as that rifle is, it's not the most important tool you'll ever buy. We've covered everything from home defense shotguns to iconic 1911 pistols, but we've been saving the absolute best for last. This final pick is the hill I will die on, the one gun that renders almost every premium alternative obsolete the second you pick it up. If you're ready to see the ultimate king of the working man's arsenal, the gun that single-handedly destroyed the logo tax, here it is. Number 1. Number 1, the category that started it all. Glockish but way cheaper guns. Regular people are saying, I want a reliable striker-fired pistol, but I am not pretending freedom is only for people with deep pockets. Multiple options now: Taurus, PSA, and Turkish imports. Modern, functional striker platforms without the premium price. Street prices are in the $300 to $500 range for guns doing the same job as something costing twice as much. You are not getting the Glock name, but you are getting a gun that goes bang every time. This is number 1 because it is the most accessible entry point. It proves you do not need $1,000 to defend yourself and your family. What is available? Taurus G3 Series, PSA Dagger, a Glock clone at half price. It uses Glock magazines, holsters, and aftermarket parts. Canik TP9 Series, AirX Delta, SAR USA. All in that $300 to $500 range. All are striker-fired, polymer, modern. All will defend your life if you do your part. Do your research. Not all budget guns are equal. Some have better quality control, customer service, and aftermarket support. Hidden downsides include variable quality control. Some need a break-in. They are less refined than premium flagships. The slide might not be as smooth, the trigger may be grittier, but here is what you get: reliability. They go bang, do not jam, do not break. Cost to ready. If you are saving $300 to $500, do not waste it. Buy 3 extra magazines. Buy a good holster. Buy a case of ammunition. The gun is just the starting point. The whole system is the gun, magazines, holster, ammunition, and training. Verdict: a must-have for value buyers. Your turn. Which premium brand is overpriced and which budget gun surprised you? Drop it in the comments. If you want part 2, 8 tactical accessories that beat Gucci gear, subscribe. Thanks for watching.